Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is day 6 of the CMA Taupo chapter Northland tour, and as you can see the weather is absolutely brilliant today after the last couple of days of drizzly, showery sort of weather. Cleared up yesterday afternoon when we were up at Cape Reinga. But today we're going a little bit south and a little bit east down to Waitangi, Paihia and Russell, so stick around. Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Goose. Welcome to my channel, Loose with Goose. Okay, day 6 and part 1. There's too much to put in a whole into one episode. We were gassed up and rolling, and as I said before, the weather is absolutely beautiful. We're going down on Highway 10 for a start, and then branching over into Highway 11, which takes us across to the coast. Typical Northland scenery as usual, good roads, good scenery, and even when it was drizzly, pretty good weather too. Coming there through some of the little townships that you find dotted about the place up there, all well kept, and across another one of those little tidal creeks that we see. But here we are, we're coming into Paihia now. Paihia is up on the right hand side, and when we come up to the junction of the road, you can't go any further because the sea's right in front of you. Then we go left up to the Waitangi treaty grounds. This whole area in New Zealand history, Māori history, European history, and New Zealand history, it just has so much going for it up here. And as you see, absolutely wow factor as far as the scenery is concerned. The old scow there on the left hand side was once a museum, I believe. I'm not sure if it was burgled or whether they had a fire. I remember there was something there that they stopped it and put it back to just being an old scow. So here we are in the treaty grounds now, beautifully kept, and we'll just peel off to the right here in a minute down to the entrance to the treaty grounds themselves. So as you can see, there's plenty of car parking on the right hand side. On the left there, that's the entrance into the treaty grounds themselves. It's been a long time since I've been here, once before, actually on my honeymoon. So while everyone else was out there sweltering in the sunshine, Gary found a nice little shaded spot for us. Unfortunately, Helen in the car had to find somewhere out in the heat. Well, here's a few pictures of where we were. That's as far as we got into the treaty grounds. We found the pricing was just a little bit steep for us. Not moaning about it, that's the decisions that we took, but there was still quite a few people going in, so good luck to them. We thought it was just a bit on the high side. But here we are coming back over the causeway again and on our way through Paihia, which is the town you can see ahead of us there. There's the old scow on the right hand side there. There was hundreds of those working New Zealand waters over the years. I think some of them were actually working up into the 1950s. I could be wrong, but I think to remember something about that. So this is Paihia itself, lovely sprawling little village, spreads its way along the waterfront. You see why it was so popular all the way back from the whaling days and on, and well before that too with Māori when they first came over. So we finally caught up with the guys again at the roadworks, but that didn't last for long because they went on and the cars ahead of us were just a wee bit tardy. But no problems. They got out of the way and we carried on through. Lovely little hills again, good scenery, and wow factor again. Come around the corner and there's this just beautiful ocean. The others thought it was pretty good too, so they pulled over for a bit of a look and stretch the legs and take a layer of gear off. It was getting pretty warm by now. Time to move on again, and this time we're heading for the Opua ferry landing. And just a thought, or not a thought, it's a little fact that was probably not all that well known, is that Opua was actually the first capital of New Zealand. From here it moved across to Russell, then down to Auckland, and from Auckland down to Wellington, where it's been for the last couple of hundred years, I suppose. This is the turn off here down to the Opua ferry, and Richard and Michelle marked it up for me so we could follow them down with Helen behind us in the car. But what a beautiful little anchorage, and you can see why it was so popular. This whole area is it's not called the Bay of Islands for nothing. There's little islands and beautiful little bays, sheltered bays for boats, ships, etc. So it wasn't long before the ferry came in, and just a little car ferry. Cheap as chips, I can't remember what we paid for passage, but it wasn't very much. And the crew, I've got to say, were really, really good. Very helpful, very friendly. So here's Opua, a nice little village there. The ferry has just got underway. Coming back through, you can see the guys and the girls. Little pine tree and measle. And before long, it was time to roll again. Yeah, nice friendly little wave there. So we just pulled up just to make sure everyone was together and let some of the ferry traffic get through ahead of us so we didn't have them chasing us up, because our next stop was going to be Russell for lunch. And it's just a little bit further along, but again, these lovely roads, good scenery. And just a little point, there was an old saying about Russell. Back in the day, back in the whaling days actually, back in the early 1800s, and they said that, well, it was considered the hellhole of the South Pacific. Anything went. There's a glimpse of again of the sea, and you're not very far from the sea anywhere on the Northern Peninsula. But anyway, they were saying about Russell. And one of the sayings was you could get drunk for a penny. You could get dead drunk for tuppence, and just straight out dead for threepence. So it was pretty tough doings. So here we are, just coming into Russell now. It's changed a bit now, thank goodness. Yeah, the village itself, very nice, very clean, very touristy, but not over the top. The cafes and things are really good. The little cafe that we went to for lunch, I'll tell you a bit about that in part 2. But we just parked in down here on the waterfront, hunting again for the shade. Everyone was very friendly. So there we go, folks. We'll pretty much leave you at that, and we'll continue this next time through. Should be another couple of weeks. We have another one out there. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to ride free, and of course, God bless.